Well, you couldn't have caught me at a worse time. I mean, Barbara's been putting me through my physical therapy. Can't imagine what a brute she is. Kevin's not here, by the way.
Well, that's okay. You're the one that I came by to see.
Great, great. Barbara, honey, make me some hot tea and coffee for Beau. He likes it strong, cream, no sugar.
That's okay. You don't have to do that.
No, really, it's fine. I mean, I'm sure that the water is still hot and coffee won't take long at all.
I must look terrible.
No, I should look so good after a workout. How are you doing?
Oh, I'm fine. You know, I'm adjusting. You know, a little different being confined to a wheelchair, but I'm not gonna let it stop me.
Okay. Now, why don't you tell me how you're really doing?
Silly, you know. One kind word, look at me, I'm falling apart.
Well, maybe that word gave you license to let your guard down, be who you are, and not who you're supposed to be. You know, I should have gotten by here a lot sooner.
Oh, Beau, after what happened to Drew, don't even think about it.
Yeah, it hit me hard.
I heard.
But I want you to know that I'm not going to rest until the person that shot you and my son is brought to justice.
But this person was, Monk.
Monk wasn't the shooter.
Barbara!
You're not singing.
And you're not dressed.
What are you doing here, Lindsay?
Excuse me, my son lives here. What exactly do you think you're doing here?
Well, everything you wish you could.
I'm getting my son out of here. Maybe you think that this behavior with an 18-year-old boy in the house is fine. Maybe it is fine for you and Sam, but it is not fine with me. So once Will is out of here, you and Sam can play all the sex games you want. I'm getting Will.
Wait, Lindsay, don't.
You get out of my way.
Will, this isn't true. You tell me this isn't happening.
Unfortunately, it is, Dad. I'm the father of Jessica's baby, not Christian. Dad, say something. You know, I mean, go ahead, tell me what a loser I am. Because I gotta tell you, I have heard that word loser over and over in my head. And you know what? Every time it is your voice saying it.
Will, you're not a loser. You're not. I don't know why you hear the loser voice in your head, and I don't know why that voice is mine. But I never called you a loser. You're not.
Yeah, but Dad, everything that you have ever said to me, everything that you have ever taught me, I messed that up.
That's not true.
Dad.
You didn't. No, come on. You know what? You're acting like I never messed up, like I never made a mistake. Well, you know I have. And that didn't make me a loser. So this thing that happened with you and Jessica doesn't make
Dad,
you a
you don't
loser
even know what
either.
happened. I was drunk. I was drunk. How smart does that sound, huh? I got completely wasted and had sex with the best friend that I have here in Landview.
All right, I understand.
No, Dad, you don't understand. It was her first time. You know, her one and only first time. I mean, this girl is crazy in love with Christian. And I go out and I get her drunk and...
Wait a minute, what do you mean you got her drunk?
What? No, I mean, not deliberately, no, but I let her drink too much.
Wait a minute. You let her drink? Let's just be really clear.
Anyway, she drank and I let her do it. You know, and then I took her virginity away from her forever. Oh, and then I lied about it. I lied to you. I lied to Mom. I lied to everybody. I even lied to her the next morning. You know, I went on letting her think that I'd been careful, you know, with safe sex and all that. I don't know, I didn't want to hurt her any more than I knew that I already had. And I knew that she was too wasted to even know the difference. I sit back like some jerk and just watch this girl's whole life fall apart, you know? And
all right, okay. Sit down for a second. Sit down. Come here. I can't tell you how painful it is to see you hurting like this, and you gotta believe I'd do anything I could so that you didn't have to feel so much pain, but I can't help you with that. It's yours. But I want you to know that I love you. And I love you not just because you're my son. I love you because of the kind of person that you are. You care about everything.
why do I keep messing up, Dad? Huh?
Because you're a human being. And human beings make mistakes. Believe me, boy, I know what that's like.
No, see, Dad, no, you know, I don't know if you do. Because, I mean, I have messed things up for everybody, you know, and now there's this baby. I mean, Jessica is going to have my baby, but it's mine, and it's not mine, you know, but and I don't...
I know. Come here. Believe me, pal. I know just how you feel.
Lindsay, wait, please. Look, don't move Will out. It would break Sam's heart. I really don't care. I don't, what happens to me. But I don't want Sam to lose his son.
You know, Blair, I really like you better with your claws bared. This woefully contrite person standing in front of me is kind of sad.
Let me tell you something, Lindsay. I knew Will was working at Nora's office, and I knew he had classes. I came here to patch things up with Sam. Will didn't know anything about this.
Sam dumped you. Now, what are you doing? You're groveling around in some pathetic attempt to protect him?
Oh, you know what? You go right ahead, and you just make fun of me. But I do believe you are missing the point here.
And what would that be?
The point? I love Sam.
Well, what do you think? I don't get that? What, are you kidding me? I look at you and I see myself years ago. I see myself full of hope that there was actually a way to Sam Rappaport's heart.
Why don't you just spare me your history
I'm
of
going to
you
give you a
and
little bit of...
Sam?
I'm giving you a gift. If you want me to play along with this little dress-up event, I'd take it if I were you.
All right. I'm listening.
Sam loves Nora. Whether she's Nora Hannon, Nora Gannon, or Nora...
Oh, why don't you just get to the point,
I'll tell you what the
Lindsay?
point is. It doesn't matter whether you lie or tell the truth. Whether you drop your little panties or keep them on. What you do in bed or out of bed. And I'll tell you why. Because Sam loves Nora. He loved her yesterday in Chicago. He loves her today in Landview. And he's gonna love her tomorrow, wherever she may be. Because you know what? Sam is a monogamous guy. Trouble is, he just hasn't managed to marry the woman that he's monogamous with. And that woman always has been and always will be Nora Buchanan. So, I'd keep that in mind the next time you decide to swallow your pride like this.
Nora, here. Let me do that for you.
Okay, RJ. Why are you here? What do you want?
Well, thank you, Nora. Can I drop by without being accused of having ulterior motives?
No. You'd never help me with my groceries.
Okay. I got a letter from Rachel today.
Is it bad news?
No, she's doing great.
Well, then what are you doing that to me for? For goodness sake. I'm expecting a letter from her, and I haven't gotten it. You scared me. Oh. I apologize for assuming that you had an ulterior motive coming over here. Okay? Just blame it on your past.
Well, I accept your apology, but the truth is I did have another reason for coming.
Well, leave it all. I'll take care of it. It was all my fault.
Okay, I think we got all the big pieces anyway.
You all right?
Yeah.
What happened? You tearing up the place, Bo?
Okay.
Hi, sweetie. How you doing? Yeah?
Hi.
Hey, what happened here?
Well, I was just clumsy. Hey. Hey. Any luck finding Jess or Chris?
Nope. We searched every place we could think of. No luck, guys.
What about you, Bo? You get anything from your contacts?
Not yet.
You know, I'm gonna go change out of this outfit.
Well, you want me to help you?
No.
I'll help you.
Don't be silly, either one of you. This I can do.
Are you sure?
Sweetheart, I can do this.
I know you can.
So, Uncle Bo, we checked out as many of Jesse's former classmates as we could find.
Yeah, as a matter of fact, one of them told us that they might be at this place in the Poconos. We checked, and no dice.
Well, I hope we get some news soon. Sykes said that he'd do everything he could on the QT.
Oh, no, don't tell me I'm gonna have to start liking this guy.
You know, he said something very interesting. He's willing to reopen Drew's case if he gets new evidence.
What for? I thought Monk was definitely the perp.
Yeah, with all that evidence.
Yeah, all that evidence. My gut says that Monk was not the one. One of the last conversations I had with Drew was about following your instincts. My instincts tell me that Drew knew the person that killed him.
Well, I think he definitely knew there was gonna be a shooting.
Well, I'm gonna retrace every step that Drew took leading up to his death until I know who killed him.
Bo, I just remembered something. I remember something about the murderer.
Okay, now wait a second. You remember you told me that you didn't remember seeing anything
I
or
hadn't
anybody?
remembered anything until right now, and all of a sudden this image from that night came into my mind.
What do you remember?
I followed Drew down to the docks because he was so worried about Kevin. And I got there, and there you were, and I went over to you, and then all of a sudden this person behind us told us to get down.
Drew.
It all happened so fast, and I remembered this hot, searing pain in my back. And I turned around, and there was this person standing there in a ski mask.
How tall?
Oh, well, I don't know. I remember the eyes. They were filled with hatred. They were the eyes of a mad dog.
Do you remember what color they were?
Absolutely. I would never forget those eyes. They were brown. They were dark, dark, dark brown.
This is great. She's helped 2 women get their GEDs.
Yep, she's turned it into a regular school teacher.
And the best part is that she's so proud and happy. All right, RJ, what's your ulterior motive?
Well, I just wanted to thank you for defending me. I know that couldn't have been an easy thing to do.
Because Bo's son was the victim?
Partly. And partly because of our past.
Well, come on, RJ, that's ancient history.
Well, that's true, but sometimes ancient history can squeeze you today.
Okay, well, there's no need in getting all philosophical and woo-woo and stuff like that. You know?
Okay, well, anyway, thank you.
You're welcome. All right, well, while we're at it, I'd like to thank you for everything that you've done for Rachel. I know it's always seemed to be Uncle RJ to the rescue. So, thanks a lot.
Rachel's family.
So?
You're supposed to help family. You don't need to be thanked for that.
Excuse me, you thanked me, and I'm family.
Oh, Nora, I don't think of you as family.
You don't? Okay, what do you think of me as then?
Well, you're a pain. You always want me to change something, be better. You're worse than my brother sometimes.
A pain, thank you.
Oh, sure. But I do remember when you were much more.
Thanks for coming by, RJ. Sorry you have to go so soon.
Nora, look, I'm just trying to say that I guess I think of you as a friend.
Where are you getting all sentimental? Where's all this coming from?
I've just been thinking.
Don't.
And you having this baby? I'm happy for you. I mean, it's got to be a lot easier this time. It's not the 70s. Hank's not the father. It's just you and your man, Bo, having a baby. No questions, no controversy.
Yeah. How's Club Indigo going?
Oh, she said smoothly, changing the topic. It's fine. I mean, Max is a real pain in the butt, but I can hang.
Good.
Well, I said my piece. So I guess I should get back to Indigo before Max decides that rock retro is the next big thing.
Yeah, could be worse.
You know, I'm glad things are looking up for you. Career, marriage, a baby on the way. What could be better than that?
Can't think of a thing.
Later.
No, I can't think of a thing.
All right. We got a problem here, all right? But we're talking about it, and between the two of us, we'll arrive at a solution.
No, Dad, I cannot hide behind those spoiled little rich kid crap anymore.
Well, nobody's asking you to.
Yeah, I just don't know, you know. I mean, you always pound it into my head. Use protection. Don't drink and drive. Don't drink and do something you'll regret in the morning. Don't drink, period, you know? And I listened, Dad, I did, and I don't know. I mean, where am I now?
You're right here, with your father, talking it over, trying to take responsibility for your actions. That's a good thing, Will.
No, Dad, am I going to Columbia like I always planned? Studying pre-law? Following your footsteps? No, I am attending Landview University, failing every class.
All right. So maybe you're supposed to be making your own footsteps, right?
And what about Jessica? I mean, she's not even going to college. She's out there on the run with Chris to pretend that my baby is his.
Well, why don't you tell me about how that came about exactly?
'Cause I stood there like a coward and let him take all the heat.
You're not a coward, pal.
No? Then what do you call it, huh? Let him claim my kid as his own? I mean, can you understand that?
Of course he can. Can't you, Sam?
All right, Mom, now don't get all weirded out, all right? I couldn't keep it from anymore. I had to tell Dad.
Wait a minute, what, you knew? Well, I'm sure you weren't going to keep it from me for long, were you, Lindsay?
No, it's just she knew what you were up against with Todd and Blair, too, for that matter, and you know, she just felt it wasn't a good time to drop this on
It's all right, Will. But you should know that any time is a good time to tell me anything about any of my children.
I did what I thought was best.
For whom?
Best for all of us.
It was just a matter of timing, Dad.
You don't doubt that, do you, Sam? I know you didn't think much of me as your wife, but I did think you trusted me to raise our children.
Look, guys, now please don't start fighting, okay? Because I can't take that right now.
All right. We're not going to fight. Tell me, who else knows about this besides us?
Well, Kristen and Roseanne. Jess, of course.
Okay. Now, it would seem that Jessica and Christian both, they want to be parents to this child, right?
Well, yeah, they do, but it's my kid. I mean, that would be telling a lie. You know, I mean, you've always told me that a lie hurts a lot more than it helps, and I mean, I believe that. I'm right, aren't I, Dad?
Will, you are just too young.
Well, I'm not too young to father a child. Look, Mom, you can't just jump in and protect me my whole life.
Okay, Will, look, what do you want to do?
I don't know. I mean, this is complicated. But I know one thing. I don't want to tell a lie.
You don't have to tell a lie. You just have to stay quiet. If you tell the truth right now, you're gonna break everyone's heart, especially Jessica. You know, sometimes when we tell the truth, we only hurt the people we love the most. Tell him.
Dad, that's not true, is it?
Tell him, Sam. Because I've got plenty to say if you don't.
Will, there are times when telling the truth carries a very heavy price tag. I think right about now we should think about this. I think we ought to think about Jessica's feelings.
Yeah, of course. But, let me ask you something, Dad. If someone was carrying your kid, would you just be able to sit back and not say anything?
Hey there. Hello. Hello, little one. Realize you're making a lot of people very happy out here. In this house alone. Even Uncle RJ. Wonder who's at the door. Maybe it's your daddy. Daddy's home, Daddy's home. No, he wouldn't be going to wouldn't ring the bell. Who do you think's there? Blair! Hi. What are you doing here?
Can I come in?
Sure. What do you want?
For the baby.
Oh. Thank you. You shouldn't have. Strained carrots. How thoughtful. What are you doing here?
Oh, like you don't know?
No, I don't. We don't have a whole heck of a lot in common, so.
What about Sam?
What about Sam?
See, Lindsay told me that you two are a lot closer than I thought.
Thank you, Cassie.
I'm sorry that I didn't remember anything earlier.
Well, a traumatic situation can make your memory do funny things.
Bo, Monk's eyes, were they brown?
Yeah.
Well, looks like we're right back where we started.
Do you have time to meet me this afternoon, alone?
Yeah. What's it about?
I'll be at the diner.
Oh, golly,
No, I got it. See? I got it. Cinderella.
Oh, does that mean I turn into a pumpkin at midnight?
Oh, I think you, have a story all wrong, you see. There's these two wicked sisters.
No. I'm them too.
How did you get to be in such a good mood? Not that I'm complaining.
I don't know.
I like it. You know that? I like it. I really like it. Sweetheart, let me make love to you. Let me make love to you, please.
No, I can't, Kevin. Kevin, that can't happen anymore. That's over.
No, it's not over.
Yes, it is. It's over, Kevin. That's not a part of my life anymore.
Baby, listen.
No, listen, you know, there's actually something I want to talk to you about. I want you to move me downstairs to my father's old room.
Well, that's the smartest thing you said all day. I agree. I would love to be down here. I think it'd be easier on you, and I'll move the stuff down there right away.
Kevin, you don't understand. No. No, I want to be in my father's room. all alone, and I want you to have the upstairs room, and I want that to be your room, all alone.
I don't understand what you're saying. What are you saying exactly?
That I need a private place. I need a place that I can really be alone. I need that.
Why?
Kevin, I know what you need, and I can't fulfill those needs.
Baby, are you talking about sex?
Sweetheart, I can't sleep at night with you in my bed knowing how unfulfilled you are.
Look, I know it's going to be different. You know it's going to be different. It doesn't mean that we can't have any kind of sexual relationship at all.
But you don't understand what I'm trying to say.
Baby, I understand. I mean, I don't understand exactly everything that you're feeling and going through, but I understand exactly what just happened right here. And that is that both of us were turned on. We were both just turned on, and you pushed me away. Why do you push me away?
That's not what is happening.
Well, then why are you punishing us?
No, Kevin, I am not punishing us.
You are punishing us. Yes, you are. Just because you don't have feeling in your legs does not mean that you turn off feeling to your heart.
I am not doing that.
Cassie, do you know that we play the charade of the newlywed couple? We go out, we smile, and we laugh, and we chit-chat, and we kiss. We talk a little bit, but there's no feeling behind anything we do. There's no feeling of love. There's no feeling of happiness. There's.
Stop it, okay? I don't want to hear this anymore, and I don't want to fight.
Well, I want to fight. I want to fight because it's real. I want to get angry with you because it's real.
You know it's real, Kevin. These legs, okay? These legs, they're unmoving. They're unmovable. They're cold. They have no feeling.
Sweetie, that's your legs. That's not your heart. That's not your brain. Those are the things that I fell in love with. I'm trying so hard. I don't want to make this any harder on you than it already is. If I'm doing that, then you gotta tell me so that I can make it better for you. So that I can make it better for you and me, for us.
Kevin, I want you to move my things downstairs to my father's room.
No. No. And not unless you move down with me. That's not gonna happen.
Kevin!
No. That's the only discussion we're gonna have on the matter because it's not gonna happen. I'm gonna take a walk. I just wanna cool down a little bit.
Okay.
And when I come back, I'm gonna talk to you.
All that talk about Drew's death brought back some bad stuff, didn't it?
What do you mean?
That look in your eyes? It's like that of a scared, helpless child. Why?
I don't know, really. I don't know, maybe just working with Cassie is taking its toll on me.
You know, you're beating yourself up because you need a break. I mean, if Cassie is caring for her is taking such a hard toll on you, I mean, why don't you just quit? I mean, think of it this way. I mean, why shouldn't you? Think of all the things that's gone on between the two of you.
Yeah, a lot.
Exactly. And frankly, I don't really like the way she's been treating you anyway. You don't owe her a thing, Barbara. Not anymore.
Joey, I don't know why you don't hate me.
Hate you? How could I hate you? Look, when we got into this relationship together, I knew about your past, all right? And yeah, I'd rather not be with my brother, but it was, and I accepted that. I didn't come into it with a clean slate either. Look, I accepted your past just like you accepted mine.
Joey, I really love you, and I need you a lot.
Well, I'm here. I'm right here, and I'm not going anywhere. You know, it breaks my heart when I wake up at night and you're crying in your sleep.
That's just because I'm dreaming of Drew being alive and Cassie being able to walk.
Hey, didn't you say that you were, gonna go look for Jessica and Christian? I think maybe you should.
What made you think of that?
And you said they may be in New York?
Yeah, probably.
Yeah, well, I think that you ought to go. I mean, I think you ought to take pictures, and I think you ought to stop at every rest stop and restaurant along the route.
Are you trying to get rid of me?
No, I am. It's just every time I think of Vicky, I imagine how scared she must be to have lost a child. And when you come back, I promise you, no more tears.
Blair, I don't know what Lindsay told you, but whatever it was, I can promise you.
Promise me? What? That it isn't true? I mean, come on, Nora, you haven't even heard what she told me yet.
Okay, what did she tell you?
She told me that you and Sam share a very special connection.
Oh, Blair. Lindsay's a very bitter woman.
Well, doesn't she have a right to be, Nora? I mean, come on. She said that Sam still loves you.
Okay. Blair, you can't believe anything she said. She's been singing that same refrain for years now, all right? If you want Sam, go for it.
Oh, I intend to. I just wanted to come check out my competition before I blow it out of the water.
I'm not competition. I'm a very happily married woman. I happen to love my husband, Beau. So there's no need to blow me out of any water.
So that's your story, and you're sticking to it.
It's not a story.
Fine. Then I'll go.
Great.
After you tell me exactly what's going on between you and Sam.
Come on, Dad, what's with the hesitation?
Will.
No, Mom, let Dad speak. What would you do if you were in my shoes?
If I were in your shoes, I'd tell the truth. I couldn't live with a lie.
How can you say that to our son? How can you be such a hypocrite? Will made a mistake, but Jessica loves Christian, and they want to make a life together, and what's going to happen to them now?
Lindsay, look at this boy. This is our son. This is your son. The burden of not telling the truth is too much for him. That's worthy of respect. And as far as making Jessica or Christian's life miserable, you don't know that for a fact, and I don't believe it for a second. I happen to be very proud of Will.
Well, it's what you taught me, Dad.
I could say a lot here, Sam. You know that.
Well, then say it, Lindsay. For God's sake, just say it.
Beau keeps staring at me.
Well, how can he help himself? You're the prettiest woman in here. Hey, Uncle Beau, I heard you're staring at my girlfriend.
Well, I'm sorry, Barbara. I just realized how green your eyes are. I never noticed that.
They're very green and very beautiful.
Spoken like a man in love, Joseph.
You ready to go?
Yes.
You two take care.
Hey, you too.
Hey! What are you doing?
I'm gonna go look for Jess.
Oh, you got a plan? You're just gonna go where the wind takes you.
No, I'm gonna stop at all the rest stops on the way to New York, see if anybody spotted him.
That's a good idea. Let me know what you come up with.
Thanks.
See you around.
All right.
Well, I made it. What's going on, Kev? Why is a girl that you had a little fling with, why is she working for your wife?
Blair, you have nothing to fear from me. Sam and I are old friends, that's all.
Really? Because, gee, Nora, I've just been sensing something more, even before I spoke to Lindsay.
Well, there's nothing more.
Huh. You haven't liked the idea of Sam and I together, have you?
You know, I haven't really had much of an opinion on it either way.
Oh, bull, Nora. I think you like holding on to Sam because you're the type of woman who can never really completely give up on a man once you've taken a piece of his heart.
Why, Blair, are you calling me a femme fatale? I mean, that's quite a compliment coming from the likes of you. But I don't think so.
I don't know what kind of secret hold that you have over Sam, but I suggest that you let it go.
I don't have a secret hold over Sam Rappaport.
I hope not.
What is it, Lindsay? Nothing to say? Come on, we'll get through this together. Hold hands. Come on.
What? Oh, Dad. What?
Yeah, well, your mother's not quite sure that honesty is the best policy.
I'm just not sure how far you take that policy.
What's going on? Are you guys talking like some kind of secret code or something?
Lindsay, this is our son we're talking about here, all right? He is the best of both of us, and he deserves the best from both of us, right?
You know what this is going to cost me, don't you, Sam?
What, Mom? What? What are you talking about?
This will end my marriage. Clint will leave me for sure.
Then let him. You deserve better than that. Look, I'm the one that messed up, not you. What kind of marriage is that anyway?
At the moment, the only one I have.
Come on, Lindsay. Take my hand. Clint might surprise you. Come on. Join hands. Come on.
What are we doing? What are we like making a magic circle?
Yeah,
or something?
that's exactly what we're doing. We're kind of making a magic circle because we're family. And no matter what, we will get through this together.
All right. And, so what now?
What now? Now, we go together and tell Jessica's parents that you are the father of Jessica's baby. And then we face the consequences of that fact, no matter what.